Hello, my friends. So today, if you have pulled the Death card, it's a time of great transition. It may be one of a simple realization that you cannot go on as you are going on, and that something must die. A relationship must die, a job must die, a source of income must die, a place that you are must die, some part of your ego must die, you cannot be attached any longer to it. Some fear must die that keeps you from being alive. And ultimately, that is why death is such a friend and advisor. Because death, in its biggest sense, is the moving through a portal to another place, whether that is a paradise or another life or just another plane of existence. It is still death. It is still the leaving of this body behind and moving into another sense of self or selflessness. So death, in this case, is not always about big death, about losing completely everything. But death is really about looking at all the small deaths that we occur all the time. This body changes everything in the course of 7 years. Every organ, every part of this body is renewed. So it's constantly undergoing death. And our life is about death and letting go and shedding old skins that don't serve us and releasing old thought patterns that don't serve us and releasing old egos that don't allow us to be the fullest and brightest and happiest that we can be. So death is about getting ourselves out of our apathy, getting ourselves out of our depression, getting ourselves out of our inertia. Because those things are what the ego uses to keep us from changing. Because the ego doesn't like change. The ego wants us to stay the same. But the ego is selfish. The ego is all about just itself and not about the greater picture, not about the bigger paradigm that says you are part of this flow of the universe. You must come in and let go. You must surrender what you've taken on, the minerals from the earth that build this body, and drop them back into the earth so more can be fed by them. You must let go. You must move to that next phase because it is the phase that is needed, the clean phase, the exit phase into that other, through that portal into the next dimension. So death, our great friend that always sits on our shoulder, teaches us to really remember the people that love us now, remember the things that we care about now, and to tell them and to honor them as beings that are important to us, because we never know when we're going to be on the way out. And death says to keep letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go through these multitude of smaller deaths that bring us finally to this bigger death that we can understand in a better way. And death card is usually something, this death card is usually something that is very big and may be traumatic, but it's definitely impactful and it's definitely life-altering. And it definitely changes the course of things, especially your mind. Because in that big drop, in that big let go of self, that has to go through the portal, that has to drop the ego, that has to let go of the things that keep it locked up, then we have this divine intervention, this spark of new life that shows us the gold, that allows us new opportunities, that let new things show up in our path. Because if we hold on and hold on and hold on, there's no room for anything new to come in. So we have to let go. We have to keep shedding old skins. And death card, our friend, our advisor, says this is just the process we all go through. Let it be. Be in peace. Let yourself move through the many deaths of life. Let yourself exit the final death through the portal into a new life. Give yourself that peace and let death be a friend and advisor. Ahom Matakwiasan, blessed be Jai Bhagwan. For all my friends, I love you. Aho.